Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Today I'm in the fields. So you can see me out here, and I am here because today I'm talking about exercise. Exercise. Why do we need to exercise? And why is it important? So today I am here to talk to you because when you go through. Again, we're talking about, my topic is on, we're talking about abuse, cancer, and all these different things that we go through, which I have experienced. I'm talking from my expertise, the things that I have experienced, and how that has impacted my life, and the things that I had to do to get myself back on track. And so, we are talking about the benefits of exercise. So, welcome, 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 everyone. It is lovely to have you here with me. I appreciate you very, very, very much. As you know, my name is Verna, and I am a certified health insight coach and wellness therapist. So, I work on the inside and the outside. And so, I do different types of things to really help to benefit myself, but also my clients, most importantly. So, when I use my healing methods, that helps me to bring that to you. And I am blessed to be able to do that. The many gifts that I have, I am thankful to God that I have those gifts. It didn't just come about, it didn't just happen, it's what I was given. And we all have gifts, we all are unique. So today we want to dive into the transformation of why exercise is important. As we dive into it, I want you to genuinely think about it because that's part of your healing process, whether it's mental, whether it's physical, whether it's spiritual, or any other way. Exercise is key. Because I found that I used to exercise, but not religiously. Used to do my walk, but then I started doing lots of walks even before I knew I was diagnosed with cancer. I was doing walks because I just wanted to get my health in shape. I was doing a challenge actually. I wanted to grow 1,000,000 meters in 1 year to raise money for domestic abuse, for sexual and domestic abuse. And that's why I started exercising because I had a rowing machine at home. I still do. And I was doing that and doing marathons on that. And then started walking 8 miles, 3 miles, and so forth. So I can tell you how beneficial that was when I was then diagnosed with cancer, breast cancer, how beneficial that was for me to really help me in my recovery. So, why should we explore exercise? So, today we are going to do that. We're going to explore exercise and the benefits and why it is essential for us to have a healthy lifestyle because it's going to help us in how we age, how we look, how we do. I'm not saying you can't do whatever you want to do, but if you want to have a healthy lifestyle, you have to do a combination of two things. So here we're talking about the physical exercise. So you can see me with my green background as though I'm outside. I'm doing some form of exercise with you because I want you to get it in your mind as to when you go for a walk, listen to the trees, the rustles of the leaves, taking the air, the fresh air, whatever it is you're doing is going to really help to build your mindset. So exercise, as I said, does wonders for our bodies and is not just about feeling great, but it's about the benefits that it gives us. And one, it helps to strengthen you, it helps to strengthen you and give you stamina. So regular exercise boosts your strength and endurance when you do it regularly. I don't go to a gym, but I do my exercise. I have like my mini gym at home, so I do my exercise at home. I also do walking because I live on the coast. So I get to walk along the coastal path and take in the sea air. 100% ozone. So all my lungs is cleared and free. Sometimes you can feel the detoxification from your nostrils. So daily exercise is accessible and that helps to reduce risk and injury. So the risk of injury. So when we exercise and we do that regularly, it helps. And one of the other benefits as well is weight management. So it helps to manage your weight. So when you combine that with diet, and I'm going to come one of these days in my segment, I will give you some ideas of diet, what I eat to really help with my genogenesis, which if you don't know what a genogenesis is about blood. It's about your cells, renewing your cells every day. Because what I needed to have new cells all the time to be taking the chemo and things like that. So when I didn't have sufficient um, white cells, I needed to get blood transfusion to really help me to boost my stamina because I wasn't having the stamina, I wasn't having the strength. And therefore, if I didn't have that, then they couldn't give me the treatment that I needed to really help me in my process of healing. So that will determine whether I get treatments or not. So even if you're not taking in any kind of medicine or you don't have any illness, exercise is important because it helps with your metabolic rate and everything like so. Exercise helps to control your weight and it helps with your burning of your calories and increasing your metabolism. So it's important for us to increase our metabolism because as we get older, our metabolism slows down. So we need to be eating the right type of food to really help us in that area. The other benefit as well is your heart. It really helps your heart to be able to function efficiently because one of the things that I had was a healthy heart because I had to have like a heart test ever so often to really check that my heart was in sound, was sound and was strong enough to take the treatments. You don't really recognize how many things that cancer patients have to go through in order to take their treatment because the chemotherapy is quite strong and it needed to really kill the bad stuff in our system so that we can survive. And I mean, the survival rate is much higher now, much better because they are catching it diagnosis much faster. So that really helps in terms of regulating our system. And that was important for me. So I used to go and I would listen to all the different valves. All the different valves have a different way um, of communicating and seeing the different aspects of it, the different aspects of it. So that was a key aspect of how everything was working, and it made sure that I was able to take the treatment as I should. So that was very, very helpful to hear the different valves, how they were working, and the kind of musical chairs, because each had a different sound. So that's why you had a cardiovascular. So doing cardiovascular exercises like running and cycling, because I have a cycle as well, a stationary bike. Can't cycle on the road, but I have a stationary bike, so I do cycling. And that helps to strengthen your heart and improve your circulation. And also, it lowers your blood pressure. The other part again of benefit is your bone density. It helps with your bone density. So the wearing and tearing. So weight bearing exercises like walking and resistance training helps to maintain bone density. So as I said before, I do lots of walking along the coastal path. I go down by the sea on Portland. I mean, if you've never visited Portland, this is your time to come and visit and see the area that we live in. So it prevents the risk of osteoporosis. So when you have that bone density, it really helps you in how you progress and how you grow. And I'd like to take this moment here to just say, you know, I do have like a program. So I do like coaching, one to one coaching, but I also have a digital program which you can take online. And I am your coach when you need me. So I'm there, and that is something you have for a lifetime. So I'm there to help you build that resilience because it's all about building resilience. If I was not able to build my resilience from experiencing um, domestic and sexual abuse and also going through the cancer. So, having had that experience, that has really helped me. So, I am here to really help you to develop that, to strengthen your resilience. So, how do you speak to yourself? What do you say to yourself? So, we're going to talk a little about that a little bit later. But I just wanted to just make a plug in there to just let you know that I have that. The other thing as well is that what it does, your mental and emotional well-being. Exercise help you with that. So it helps. So like we out in the garden, just relaxing in the garden. Okay. Um, and as you are out there, your mind, your mind, you're relaxing your mind. Whether you're doing some form of meditation to relieve your stress, any form of physical activity that will stimulate and help with the production of endorphins. As a chemical that the brain needs, it's a chemical that acts as a natural mood filter. So anything like that would really help in the process of your healing. Improve sleep. Exercise help you with your sleep. So regular exercise promotes it promotes better sleep. You're able to sleep much deeper along with your meditation because I tend to like meditate before I fall asleep. And that will put me in a good state of sleep. Or I could fall asleep with some really nice meditative music or a book that will help me to sleep, but also retain some of the things while I'm asleep as well. So, helping you to fall asleep faster and also encourage that deep sleep, as I said. So all of that is key to your health and well-being, and that's the benefits of exercising. So you can see exercise does a lot of things. So it can give you mental clarity, so you can think more clearly when you have that when you exercise um, regularly. So it helps you to focus, it helps you to concentrate, and you don't feel as tired as you normally would. And it also helps with your mood enhancement as well. So exercise can reduce anxiety and depression, and it promoting a healthy outlook or a positive outlook on how you see things and how you see life. Because when you can do that, it just helps to promote good well-being. Now, the long-term benefits and quality of life, again, you can't beat that, can you? You can't beat having a healthy lifestyle and a good quality of life because, again, that is what's going to help you to prevent sickness and disease. So when we exercise regularly, it prevents sicknesses and it prevents diseases. So regular physical exercise reduces the risk of chronic disease such as diabetes, stroke, and certain cancers. So before I was diagnosed with cancer, I was told I have diabetes too. And I think that's when it really kicked in about how important I needed to exercise. I took that very seriously because they talk about taking medication, putting me on oh gosh, statins, and I was like, no way am I going on statins. I'm going to eat food, and that's when my food started coming into eating a really good balanced diet and having the right types of food. When I got diagnosed with cancer, breast cancer, I delved deeper into food because my grandmother always told me food is medicine. So eat what is in season and not what is out of season. Why? Because my body needed the enzymes. I didn't understand what she meant. I just thought this woman is crazy. She want to kill us or whatever the case might be. As I grew up and I studied therapy and worked in therapy, and did nutrition. I'm not a nutritionist, but we had to study nutrition because we have to recommend to our clients, what they could and should eat. But we don't tell them what to eat, we make recommendation. And so I had a great idea of what I should be eating because I grew up on that in the Caribbean. I grew up and eating fresh foods. I grew up and eating fresh fish. I grew up and going in the garden and picking the peas and the corn and the sweet potatoes and all of that. I never knew that these things had things in them that would help us. You don't really go into that. But when I was diagnosed with cancer, I went into the scientific part of it and just to understand food a little bit more and what they did. We were eating things like um, sour sop with guava and all of that. And I never knew that we had those things that was helping to prevent sickness and disease. So the way that we feed our children from very young, the food that they eat, our body is able to work with that and help us when to recover quickly when we fall into illness. Okay, so based on my experience and what I and my expertise in understanding how food works, this is how I speak to my client and I tell them is a rounded approach. That's why I call myself a holistic coach and not a holistic because I'm working from the depth and bringing all that out so that you could feel much better, so that you could feel much stronger, so that you understand the importance of why you're eating certain foods. And yes, something may not agree with you, but I guarantee you that there will be something else in that category that you could eat that would help with fighting sickness and disease. So, a genogenesis is basically your blood cells. You need to have blood cells renewing daily. And that's what helped me when I was going through cancer. So I'm going to dive into that a little bit more in one of my, I did it before, but I'm going to do it again in one of my next talk. So longevity, you know, food gives you all the things. The exercise help you with your longevity. Studies have shown that individuals tend to live longer and enjoy healthier quality life in their later years. Now, if you heard about the blue zones, if you haven't heard about the blue zones, I would say to you, go and research it. Now, the blue zones, you have all these elderly people living to 102, 110, and all these years, and they do physical work. They don't have gyms, they don't have anything. It's all they do is work outdoors. And they use that physically. That physical work helps to strengthen them, resilience, they're building resilience. They may be forking, taking their hoe and toiling the soil and taking the fork and forking the land so they can plant their seeds and everything like that. They're doing everything. They're pulling the grasses and everything like that. It's physical work. And yes, some of them go into gym, some of them do their swimming and all of these different things. But those are the things that's going to give you that longevity. Not sitting on a couch, not just hanging around, but really getting physical walking. You can't do a whole lot of walk. Walking is quite good. Because when I could not do anything else, well, especially when you're going through chemo and all of that, you don't have the strength. I can tell you now, you don't have the strength depending on what type of chemo you're on. Because everybody have a different type of chemo and everybody's chemo is at a different strength. So mine was really strong. And I can tell you, I didn't feel like eating. I didn't feel like doing anything. I had no energy to do anything. So now and again, my friend will get me up and we will take a little walk. So that was still get some fresh air, get fresh air into my lungs. So longevity, it will help you and it helps to heal your body as well. And the other thing as well is a social aspect. When I came through um, with the cancer, one of the things my cancer nurse did was enroll me, give me a form to fill out to get on a cancer fit class. So I went to it a couple of times, but due to the day they were having it and other things that I had to do, it was clashing. So I couldn't do all of it. So I had to choose what I'm going to do. Okay. So cancer fit class. Or any form of exercise class, you're there, you're socializing, you with other people, and that will help you. That will help you to build social friendships. So you have group exercises, and that was a group exercise we used to do. And we used to do different types of exercise, go around in a circle, and we do all this in balancing. We had to stand on the balance ball to balance and all of that. We had to get on a bike. We had to pull something, a string, and then we had to put our hands on the wall. So it was fun to be exercising with people of all ages. So yes, so all that group exercises, it really helps to combat any feeling of loneliness and isolation. Because that's one of the things you have to think about. There's so many people isolated that could do with things like that. But also having regular massages. When you have regular massage, that helps to stimulate the body. It helps to aid relaxation. It helps to aid desquamation. It helps to detoxify the body. Because while we working towards your lymphatic system, and that is your drainage. So when you drink water, what does that do? It helping to detoxify the body. So it's important that when you're exercising to take liquid so that your body, because you'll be sweating and you're getting rid of toxin, so you really need to rehydrate your body as well. Well, now we have come to what I will call the conclusion, because I can go on and on and on about this. But as I said, some things I'm going to bring it in into another part of my program. I am coming live again later to you, so I'm going to be talking about something else later, and maybe that will be good for you to hear as well. So, in conclusion, what have you gained from this? We talk about exercise. You know, exercise isn't just a physical appearance. It is a powerful tool of overall well being. Because when you're exercising, when you're walking, you're moving your different limbs, you're working out, you know. You have your casual exercise, but also you have the exercise that you will do. So you might have fast walking, brisk walking. No, you don't have to go into any competition with anyone. You can take it on your own. So it is more than a physical activity. It is a powerful tool for overall well being. Whether you are a newcomer to exercise or whether you're athlete, you might say, "Well, I know athlete, so how can I do this?" You do not have to be athletic. You don't have to be athletic. You can do things that you is capable for you to do. Running, walking. Some people can do running. When I run, my ankles hurt. So I know number one, I'm wearing the wrong shoes and I'm running on pavement or whatever the case might be without any cushion. So that's going to really do some damage to you. So you want to be careful where you're doing. Some people do like meditation classes, some people take yoga classes. So it all depends on you what it is you want to do. If you want to be in the gym, then go to the gym. Me, I don't like going to the gym. So I have my equipment at home. So I use them at home. If you have weights, I think somebody said to me, I need to start lifting weights. They have some kettle balls, and they'll give me some so I could strengthen my arm. Do whatever it is. I can lift some coconuts, can lift some coconuts and get some biceps. Yeah, just work the bicep. So yeah, so do whatever you need to do to really help yourself. Don't wait for anyone. Just do what you need to do, and then you will find the strength that you need. So your body and your mind. So when you exercise, is going to help your body, it's going to help your mind, it's going to help your organs. You know, think about that air going in when you breathe, your lungs, your liver, your kidneys, all of that is going to benefit when you exercise. So, one last thing to say, I want to thank you for joining me today. And I want to encourage you to check out my website. On my website, you will find different things that I do. You find healing hands, because that's what my client tells me. I have healing hands. So you'll find that there, and that's all the different types of treatment that I do. You'll also find out about my online digital course. You'll also find out that I do one to one. So you can book a free consultation with me. You don't have to make any commitment, no hard sell. Just book a free consultation and let's have a conversation. Let's talk about it and see what I can help you with, what your needs are. Because we all need a coach. I think we tend to say we don't need a coach. We all do need a coach. So, because why? They help us to see the things that we can see, and they help us to gain insight into what we need to do. So have a look at my website, give me a call, send me a message, and then we can have a conversation. So, what I would like you to do, I'd like you to think about what we said today. And as you listen to the video, maybe you want to make some notes. Maybe you want to take some things down and see how that will benefit you. So I want to take the time now and say thank you. I appreciate you very much. I appreciate you being here with me. I appreciate you listening. And I know if you can't be with me here now because you're at work, you would listen to it later. So give me comments. Tell me what you're doing. Tell me what exercise you're doing. Because I created this so that we could have make a commitment to one another, so that we can find a group. We can create a community, and that community help each other to build and to grow and to get stronger in our mind, in our body, in our spirit, and in our soul. Because that's where we're working from. We work in mind, body, spirit, and soul. When we work those areas, when you think about your spiritual aspect, so all of these things work together: physical, mental, social, yeah, environmental. So your environment is so important to your well-being. So being out in the outdoors, being in the open, getting the air. You may not be like this by the sea like I am, but what about the countryside? It's beautiful when you walk through the countryside. The air is clean. You know, you can listen to the trees. You can feel the wind on your face. You can feel it going through your hair. That is magical. So where I have one and you have the other, we can we can talk about it. We can talk about it and we can bring out the best in each other. So until next time, which is later this evening, I'll see you then. So take care and God bless and stay in good health. Your health is important. Don't deny it and take control and eat healthily. Take care and God bless. Love you all.